a few weeks ago.
Okay,
Um,
Kim, you can take it away.
yeah, so hi everyone. I am Kim. I'm your local BDM for Sandals and Beaches. I reside on Long Island or in Long Island. It really depends how you want to say it. But I'm here. I cover Long Island and Queens, but we have a lot of great BDMs throughout the US. So if you are not local to me, that doesn't mean that I can't assist you. You can always reach out to me. But if you're looking for real grassroots local marketing, reach out to your local BDM, because I know you guys are located all throughout the US, and I can't tell you anything about Tennessee, just like I wouldn't expect the Tennessee BDM to know anything about Long Island. So each market is very unique. They'll know your market better than I will. I'm always happy to give you basic information on sandals and beaches, but when it really comes to heavy marketing, please use the BDMs. We are at your disposal, and no other brand has BDM coverage quite like Sandals and Beaches. So I'm going to talk about what's new, but I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Sandals and Beaches before I do that. I'm not sure how new everyone is. So we are all inclusive. Sandals is our adult only sector, and then Beaches is our family friendly brand. So Sandals, everything is included. We include your transfers to and from the airport when you're on island. We include all of your drinks, all of your meals. That includes a la carte meals. We do not charge a surcharge or additional fees. Like if there's lobster tail on the menu, for example, you don't have to pay extra for that. We don't limit you to how many a la carte restaurants you can dine at each night. I know some other resorts, sometimes they have that type of package. We don't do that. So that's a good thing to understand when you're comparing us to the competitor. So all inclusive, all meals, all drinks. We do offer top shelf liquor. We offer Robert Mondavi wine. But if you are a wine enthusiast and Robert Mondavi is just not up to snuff for you, that is no problem. You can purchase wine from the manager's wine list. So if you have a wine snob and that's totally okay, you can go ahead and splurge and buy yourself a bottle of wine. Uh, Tips are included. So the only people you can really tip on a sandals vacation is one, your transfer driver, because we source them out. So you could tip your transfer driver. You can tip the spa. You can tip your butler if you choose to do butler service. And I think that's really it. Other than that, you can lock your wallet in the safe because everything is included. Like I mentioned, even the water sports are included. So that's your snorkeling, your Hobie Cat, which is like a baby sailboat, a little baby catamaran. Um, your scuba diving if you're certified, and the same carries over for beaches. And there are 3 levels of service at Sandals and Beaches. I'm going to start with Sandals because there's a couple differences at beaches. Sandals, we have luxury level, which is just luxuries included. That is the base level. You're going to have wine, beer, soda in your room. Um, Other than that, all the other things that I just spoke about are included. And we don't do wristbands. So nobody's going to know that you booked the entry level versus a butler. The next level is club. And I do recommend at least booking club because club is what's going to get your clients room service 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. off a select menu. They'll also get liquor in the rooms, and they will have robes in the rooms. They will have club sandals, which is our concierge lounge. They can book their spa for them. They can book their dining reservations for them. And it also is a private area for them to check in. So there's a club sandals lounge, and that's where those guests will check in. The luxury guest will check in the lobby. Which, guys, our lobbies are beautiful. That it does. I know it sounds like punishment the way I just displayed that, but it's not. The lobbies are beautiful, but club is really the way to go. And the best way to go would be butler. So butler includes everything I just said, but now you have a personalized butler service. You're assigned normally 2 to 3 butlers, depending the length of your stay, and they alternate shifts. Butlers will do your dining reservations before you step foot on resort. That is already taken care of. They will set up your pool chairs daily, your beach chairs daily. If you forgot your sunblock in the room, no problem. Call your butler. They'd be happy to get it for you. They can pack for you, they can unpack for you. They will also check you in your suite rather than in the club lounge or in the lobby. They'll do the check-in inside your room. The butlers also do like really romantic gestures, whether it be rose petals on your bed or a drawn bath. They also get room service from any of the restaurants except for the sushi, where the club sandals is just limited to the room service menu. So when you're butler, you can order your filet mignon and lobster tail to your suite. The butlers are personalized, so they get to know you. It's not like how other brands, it's just called butler service, but really it's just an elevated club service. This is actually personalized service where you get that cell phone to contact your butler. Basically, if it's legal and ethical, the butler will do it. I have a lot of great examples of what the butlers have done for me during my trips. And hey, hey, Jessica. Sorry. Um, yeah, so legal and ethical, butler will do it. Something that I asked my butler to do when I was in St. Vincent. And if you go to St. Vincent, you know I'm going to tell you to get the cheesecake. I love the cheesecake at Scrimshaw. And I realized I couldn't eat there every single night. That would be ridiculous. I know the manager and chefs by name there. That's how often I was going into that restaurant. So what I did was I asked my butler if she could please get me a cheesecake every night as my nightcap, and every night when we would come back to our room, there would be a cheesecake in the fridge for me. And one for my husband, but it was really both for me. And that really made me happy. So that's one option that I had the butler do. Another thing that we did one time, we asked for dinner in our room for our anniversary, and the butler set up like string lights. There was music. She put up balloons. She put a white linen tablecloth over our table on in our balcony. She served us all the courses. I mean, it felt like Beauty and the Beast when they're pulling off those like metal trays, and it was just so elaborate and lavish. And I didn't ask for all that. All I asked for was whatever menu item that I wanted. And I just thought it was going to be like room service, but they went above and beyond. Small examples of butler service, but you can always ask me more. I just wanted to go over those quick basics, and I'll go over beaches real quick. Beaches, luxury, and butler is the same. The only difference of the level of service at beaches is that the club level is called concierge. And the main difference is that it is just that. It is just a concierge. You are not getting room service at beaches and concierge level. If your clients want room service, they will need to get butler service. That's very important. Beaches is family friendly. I mentioned that. We also are specializing with children with autism. So 90% of our staff is trained. That means the waitresses are trained. Are the sides supposed to change? I'm not sure what you mean by the sides.
The slides. Are
Sides.
you
Oh,
supposed
sorry,
to?
no. This is the What's New presentation, so we don't have a full in-house right now. And so I'm just kind of going over the overview and then I'll jump in. But thank you. And write that down because I've been begging for a new presentation. Um, Back to beaches real quick. We are autism certified, so that means even the wait staff is certified. That's really important for a family with autism because you want everyone to understand your child. Because for people who don't understand autism, something that could be a child's day to day could look like a tantrum to some people. So you want them to understand your children, be welcoming, and understand those different sensory overloads for those children. Yes, it is amazing. And we offer sensory guides on the portal. So listen, the beach could be very overwhelming for a kid with autism, and we're going to let you know that that's going to be a certain level as far as their sensory triggers. And when you download these sensory guides, you'll know what's a loud space, what may be texturally unpleasing to them, what may be overwhelming for them for lights, whether that be our entertainment. So use those. I know we have the certification. And I'm sorry my slides aren't interesting. We're going to jump into the good stuff now. I just wanted to give you the overview of the brand. Adam Stewart is our executive chairman. So he's actually born and raised in the Caribbean. Excellent family. I have to say, I absolutely love working for a family business. You guys are owned by a local travel agency. You work for a family business. I absolutely love that. We give back to the Caribbean. We give back to the Caribbean through, yes, we are so good with allergies. Thank you for bringing that up. We have culinary concierge. on resort. So if you do have an allergy, something as unique as being allergic to white pepper, go speak to the culinary concierge. They will speak to the chefs at the restaurants you are dining at and ensure that you are having a safe, healthy, good options for your dining experience throughout your time there. My boss is gluten-free. She was on resort when she was pregnant and she was craving croissants. She didn't even ask. Somehow they heard this, they picked up on this, and a batch of freshly baked gluten-free croissants was delivered to her room. Just one example of Sandals just going above and beyond. I do hope you all get to experience the Sandals and Beaches. I will always be offering fam opportunities to you. I definitely want you to see the Sandals difference. That's going to help you sell our brand. I know we are not the cheapest, and that's okay. Our resorts are always booked. You just have to let those Sandals and Beaches clients find you if it's not within your existing clientele already. So Adam is our chairman, Caribbean-owned company, family-owned company. We give back to the Caribbean through, Sandals Foundation. So every time you're sending clients, you are giving back to the Sandals Foundation. We do amazing initiatives like Pack for a Purpose. This is something that you and your clients can participate in. It's when we have a local school or a local women's shelter, and you can actually bring items on their wish list, and you're packing for a purpose, and you're contributing back to the Caribbean. I know that's not an option for everyone. It's not expected. When your guests check out, they also have the option to donate $1, $5 to the Sandals Foundation. 100% of the proceeds go back to the Caribbean. My first time to Jamaica, I was 24. I never left the country, and I felt awful driving to my resort where I was going to spend a week eating and drinking as much as I want, and I had no idea how other people lived in other parts of the world. I just didn't know. You see it on TV, but until you actually see it in real life, it just hits different. And the whole time I was like, wow, I wish I could do something. I wish I could contribute. So the Sandals Foundation is very meaningful to me because knowing that when you are staying at our resorts, you are giving back to the Caribbean, you are directly impacting the areas that you're visiting. That means a lot. And I know if you told your guests about that, that would mean a lot to them too. And that's Adam Stewart's baby. He created the Sandals Foundation. So we love him for that. Jeff Clark is the CEO of Unique Vacations. That's my boss. So he handles everything trade. So if you have suggestions, I put it in my weekly report. Jessica's always giving me really great suggestions, and I'm always putting them in my weekly report. And hopefully they will get actioned. They are listening. They are hearing your feedback. So if you have something, please let me know. Feedback is always good, whether it be something you experienced that was negative or something that you experienced that was positive. I want to hear it. I want to know, whether it be on a resort level, reservations. Please feel free to open up to me about anything. I'm always happy to help. My slide should be pink. Does everyone see the pink now? Just in case it's not moving.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So Made of Caribbean is our new campaign, and that's just really emphasizing that we are Made of Caribbean. This is a Caribbean company, and we want your clients to experience those authentic Caribbean experiences. We're trying to shift away from that cookie cutter, two people laying half naked on the beach where you're going to eat and drink your faces off. And we want to really introduce the culture of the Caribbean because that's really what it's all about. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still sit half naked on the beach and eat drink as much as you want. All right, so Made of Caribbean, we're talking about that. I don't need to show you all this boring stuff. Travelers are seeking experiences that do blend authentic discovery with luxury. I always like to say, like I always tell my sister this, I would love to do more, but I want to do it bougie. Like send me on a retreat where I can help the locals, but send me somewhere bougie. And that's what you're doing when you're with Sandals. You can also do the reading road trip with the Sandals Foundation, where you stay at your nice bougie resort. You can go read to the kids at the local school, bring your donations. A lot of great options here. Thanks, Marjorie. Sandals does sell itself. And I will say, to your point, if someone comes to you with Sandals in mind, you're not going to lose them to the internet. We do not compete with you. Our pricing that your clients will find on the internet are the same that you are going to get them. We do not permit discounting. So you're not going to lose a sale to another travel advisor, or they are breaking the code of conduct. So that could get them in trouble and get them terminated from selling sandals and beaches. I say that because it's so important when you're selling yourself to your clients what the value is, and you are the value. You do not have to compete with those online prices or where we're competing directly against you. I used to be a travel agent, so when I got a sandals lead, I knew it was in the bag. They're not going to find the price anywhere better. They came to me. I am the selling point now. And you guys offer excellent service. So just remember that. And that's huge with groups. I had a destination wedding. It wasn't at a Sandals. Everybody was finding the price cheaper. And with a group contract, you have no control over that. So once you lock in that group contract, whenever you do, and then all of a sudden the resort puts on a flash sale, and now Aunt Sally's booking out of the room block because she found it $27 cheaper, that won't happen with the Sandals or Beaches group. So think about that when you are thinking for groups. Because gosh, I wish I did that. If I had to hear how many times people were finding rooms out of my block for a stupid amount less, I know. And when they book out of the room block, I don't have to tell you guys, you lose the concessions, all for some stupid amount of money. I love that. I wish I knew that about Sandals and Beaches then, or that I thought of it. But think about us for groups. I know, $40. It's so silly. All right. Sandals St. Vincent. This is an overview. Guys, when you pull up to the resort, now if you book Butler at Sandals St. Vincent, we transfer the guests via boat. So they arrive on the boat called the Jilly Bean, and this is the view that greets them. When you are thinking honeymoon, you are thinking bougie. I want you to think of St. Vincent. It is so bougie. You guys, you have to go. I just caution you not to make this your first Sandals or your first all-inclusive because we will ruin you. You will never be the same. So, authentic Caribbean, that's what we're all about. We are located in Jamaica, Barbados, Bahamas, ABC, Curacao, St. Vincent. Yeah, Melody, I know. I wish I was there when you were there. I think we just missed each other. St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Grenada. It's hard to list them off the top of my head. If I had a proper presentation, this would be a lot easier. But throughout the Caribbean, it's not the Mexico and DR. So when people are asking for things outside of that bubble, think of Sandals and Beaches. We are outside that bubble where people want to do something a little different. Okay. I talked about Meta Caribbean. I'm not going to make you watch the commercial. You can watch that on YouTube. So again, I don't know about Trinidad and Tobago. So they don't always tell us. So sometimes I find out things on those Facebook groups the same way you do. I do know tomorrow Adam Stewart's going to be in New York City and he will be announcing. Yes, Beaches is in Turks and Caicos. You can find Beaches in Turks and Caicos and Jamaica. So this is the newest one is St. Vincent. That's the nice, beautiful pool. There's TVs at this pool bar. So for, the guys that like to just drink beer all day and watch sports, the wives can leave them here and the wives can go over to the spa. And your husband will be right where you left him, safely at the swim up bar.
Hey, Kim.
Yes.
Sorry, is St. Vincent's a new build or did they take over another property?
Partial. So they took over. So all those beautiful garden villas were what was existing, and then we added to it.
Okay.
There's 301 rooms. It's mostly club and butler there. And their luxury level rooms, they, if you take a look, the luxury rooms are huge. They have tubs on the balcony. They have tubs on the interior. This is a whole new level of luxury that Sandals is we're elevating the luxury. We don't want to let anyone catch up to us, so we have to outdo ourselves. That is the boat transfer that will take you from the airport to the resort. So when they book Butler, It's a 10-minute ride to the marina, and then they take the Butler boat to the resort. The Butler guests are also entitled to a sunset cruise on that Butler boat. And I would have paid money for that excursion. It was so nice. They sailed us around. We sailed past where they filmed Pirates of the Caribbean. We sailed past where the volcano made a black sand valley. And then we sailed to the tip right where you could see the pitons in the distance. And it was beautiful at sunset. The colors, the mountains, it really was incredible. St. Vincent is truly, truly so beautiful. It's just I I can't even put into words. You just have to go there. Our standby rate for St. Vincent is 450 a night. That is our discounted travel agent rate. It's worth it. We have added two-story overwater villas. These are incredible. They have these really nice sun deck at the top. Right over here, you can see. And of course, the glass bottom. You can see some fish. And the backdrop's just amazing. Behind here, it's kind of cavernous, so you hear the waves crashing and the birds. It sounds like one of those like those sleep tracks that people put on, but it's real. This is a view of the interior of that overwater villa. And again, the rooms are huge, walk-in closets, gigantic bathrooms. This is one of the brand new beachfront villas with the private pool. And you can throw rocks at the beach, but please don't. There's people there. You might hurt them. Endless dining options. So we are elevating our dining options. We have Gatsu Gatsu, which is our sushi restaurant, Parasol, which is upscale beach food. So it's no longer just burger, fries, salad, wraps, quesadilla. It's now artichoke dip, fried mahi bites. They had this grilled snapper that I no joke ate it every single day, where the waitress just stopped asking me what I wanted. She already knew. And now they're open for breakfast and dinner, all a la carte options. Boucan, which is our family style restaurant. This is a very unique concept at Sandals St. Vincent. Right now, it's exclusive to St. Vincent, but it will be making its way throughout the brand. Now, this is family dining, so you're going to be at a long table seated with maybe four other couples, and it's family style. So you're passing the plate, you're sharing dishes, you're talking to each other. The chef is talking to you every step of the way, explaining the ingredients and what you're eating and what it pairs with. And it really is an interesting social dynamic, and the food is just incredible. My husband would not do that. I think if I made him sit next to another couple, we were sharing a plate, he would lose his mind. But a lot of people really like that concept. Imoro is green bowls, salads, healthy options. Scrimshaw is my jam. That's where you're going to get really good lobster, great snapper, and don't forget the cheesecake. It's very important that you get that. Isola is our pizzeria, open for lunch and late night bites. Three Jewels is our rum bar, and they just started serving their late night snacks. So that's 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Because if you're drunk at the bar, what's better than French fries? Yeah, my husband is an introvert. That would just not be for him. I said you would love the food, but you would hate the experience. But a lot of people really, really enjoy it. So I don't want to turn anyone off to that. Butch's is our chop house. We're going to get amazing steaks, but just don't sleep on the sides. The side dishes there are incredible. So your truffle mac and cheese, your truffle fries. Of course, they have regular stuff. I'm just obsessed with truffle, so if I can get my hands on it, I'm getting it. Sora, the Italian. Bloom is our coffee shop, which is like a Caribbean Starbucks. If you walk into a Bloom, you will know what I'm saying. It actually looks like a mini Caribbean Starbucks. And they offer all those great elevated coffees. They offer oat milk. They don't, it's just a little bit, it's above. We're going next level here. Crema is ice cream and coffee. So you get all those delicious coffees and ice cream. So if you want like an affogato, which is just your hand scooped ice cream and then an espresso poured on top, you can certainly have that. And then the Jerk Shack. I ate at this Jerk Shack on my last day on my last trip, and the pork was so tender. I thought they gave me two orders of chicken. And I had to tell the chef that this was the best jerk shack that I've ever dined at. And they were really flattered. So again, I really can't say enough about this resort. Sandals Ochi, we have renovated the Butler Villas. Yay! If you saw these Butler Villas, and what they used to look like, this is very welcome change. These are great options, not just for couples, but think of a girls' trip. I was telling my sister I would love to do a girls' trip and get one of these four-bedroom villas and just hang out with my girlfriends. Ochi is affordable. Ochi's rates are incredible. You are getting that sandals experience on a budget. It is a very large resort, is a very lively resort. You definitely want to qualify your clients. I'm a lazy vacationer, so this isn't my first choice, but if I was doing a girls' trip, it would be. Some more views of those new rooms. Very nice 2.0, lighter colors, soft touches. Yeah, the entertainment at Ochi is amazing. And they have the rabbit hole, which is a speakeasy. More of those new rooms. All new Sandals Duns River. Sandals Duns River is about 10 minutes or maybe 13 minutes from Ochi. I'm being very specific over here. When you stay at Ochi, you can dine at Duns River in the evening and vice versa. You have to set up your dining reservations through Culinary Concierge and we'll provide the transfers. Duns River is Sandals 2.0. So this resort was renovated, has a beautiful beach. Yay! You're gonna have so much fun. Beautiful beach. They offer the motorized water sports, so you can go your tubing, your water skiing. Beautiful pool. They have the rum club. And I love the way they put all the restaurants in one central area because, again, I'm a lazy vacationer. This is the stuff. I love when everything's right where I want it to be and flat. So I can definitely qualify myself when I'm booking my own vacation. The rum club is back here. So is Bloom, which that Caribbean coffee I was telling you about, which is our mini Starbucks. So definitely enjoy that. Dunn's River does a really cool thing where in the morning they will put together a coffee cart. And so all those early beachgoers can have their coffee delivered to them. So they're pushing around that coffee cart. They also have a morning saxophone player. So when you're having your breakfast at the buffet over here, there's a saxophone player. So you're having that live saxophone as you're enjoying your breakfast. They've added rondavals, nice swim up lagoon. This is located in the back of that building, so they're right behind here. You're not getting an ocean view, but that's okay because you have your own lazy river. Some of the rondavals are open rooftop, so you kind of have your own little patio up here. You have a telescope for stargazing, not people watching, stargazing. A lot of beautiful constellations that you can see. We do have a stargazing map that the butler will curate for you, so you'll know what you're actually looking at. Because I always think it's the Big Dipper. It's not. Apparently, there's other star constellations. I just don't know about them. Edessa, lobster. You know, people watching is fun. Why do they put telescopes there when I can look at the building? Can't trust me with things like that. Dunn's Rum Club, so much fun, such a vibe. Oh, there's my mini Starbucks. Doesn't it look like a little mini Starbucks? The coffee cake here is amazing. And then Laughing Waters is located, it's like an upstairs from a lookout. Call it Laughing Waters for all that champagne that you're going to drink. Here we go. This is talking about the constellations. See how they're looking at the stars and not at the building? That's what you're supposed to do. We're going to look at the stars, and they're going to give you a nice stargazing concierge so you will know what you're looking at. Sandals Halcyon. Who was with me at Halcyon? Deborah, you were. So we did get to see these beautiful brand new beachfront suites. Nice big pool, beaches right ahead of you. Oh yeah, I'm bringing everyone to St. Lucia. I'm very generous with St. Lucia. These rooms are beautiful. These price out incredible. I know everybody wants the grand, but don't sleep on Halcyon. If you have a room snob, their budget will go further at Halcyon. Brand new rondavals. I love these. These are tucked right behind the suite we were just looking at. What I love about this is there's really no other rooms near it. So these are some of the most private rondevals in the market. For my new sandals people, rondevals are what we call those round buildings. So it's just a little round building. It is so pretty. We've updated the suites at La Talk, and if you are a longtime Sandals fan, you're going to say finally. We've renamed them the Bluff Villas. This pool is surprisingly big and deep, so and very private. Because of the way that the building is located on a cliff, you have complete privacy. Unless someone's going to poke their head around here, which I don't think they would. Sandals in the Grill, we've renovated the honeymoon suites. We've added sky pool suites. So that's when we have the pool at the edge of your room. We got smart. It's not a glass pane anymore. Now they tiled it because people were just, I don't think they realized how not private those sky pools were. I saw some things. So I'm happy that these are now tiled. Beautiful, beautiful rooms. Nice and updated. And they do have that rooftop area as well. We love a good rooftop. Sandals Curacao added rondaballs. And again, these are tucked away and private. I know everybody wants a pool. I only want a pool if it's private. So give me a rondaval any day. Sandals South Coast, we renamed all of the villages. So now the French building is now the Long Beach building, and we have 2.0'd Sandals South Coast. Sandals South Coast is another great value. The resort's a little bit larger, and all of the rooms have some sort of ocean view except for the rondevals, again, because they're tucked away for privacy. But price-wise, if you have someone on a budget and they want an ocean view, think of Sandals South Coast. Did I skip? Sorry, the slides look the same over here and I'm getting stuck. All right. Having a hard time. Sandals Montego Bay, Bay Rock Cottage building. So again, more updates, more 2.0. I think you can kind of see the vibe that's happening here. Pre-travel dining reservations at Sandals only. It's not at beaches yet. So 2 weeks in advance, your client can go on the Sandals app and make one dining reservation ahead of their stay. Now, we don't require reservations for all of our restaurants. It's for things like Boucan or Butch's, restaurants or kimonos. If they have that in mind, that's when they would use this feature. I don't want people to panic thinking that if they don't use this, that their client's not going to be able to get dinner reservations. That's not the case. A lot of places you can just walk in. But again, this is when you want your Butch's or Boucan, those places that need those reservations. If you're curious what needs a reservation, when you visit sandals.com or our fact sheets, it will say reservations required. It'll also tell you on the app. Island Inclusive Dining is a new program we have at Curacao and Royal Bahamian. Now, this is for some of the top suites. You'll know when you're booking. I don't have a list off the top of my head, but when you're looking at the room category, they'll tell you if this is included. It's a $250 dine out credit. So you can dine out of the resort. You can go have some local flavor in Curacao or the Bahamas, and we provide transportation. Also, in those top suites, we have a Mini Cooper. So guests in the top suites will have 3.5 hours in the Mini Cooper. They will get a GPS. The butler will pack them a picnic and they can go cruise around the island. In Curacao, they drive on the same side of the road that we do. In the Bahamas, they do not. Just keep that in mind. Caribbean weddings, we do a lot of weddings. Always seeing a Sandals wedding. Please promote that you offer Sandals and Beaches weddings. The money is there. And again, you don't have to fight with us or other vendors to get the best price. You're not going to have people booking out of your room block, which I love for you. We do offer wedding trainings. I'll make sure to post them on my Facebook when we have them. So please make sure you're following me and that you're on my newsletter. I'll send Deborah my links so she can get them out to everyone. We have a new overwater chapel at Sandals Royal Bahamian. and new wedding inspirations. Baby moon package. This is adorable. I think it's $800. So they get, and this is an add-on package. It is commissionable to you. So they'll get sweet treats, which is sparkling cider, chocolate covered fruit, meal planning for the mom to be, sleep easy essentials, which is a maternity pillow and mask, breakfast in bed, a cravings menu, a parents to be massage, which is prenatal for mom, Swedish for dad, baby bump photo shoot with 10 images and a candlelit dinner. Baby moons are huge. And when you break down this package, it actually is a pretty sweet deal. I love a good baby moon, so please think of us when you're planning baby moons. I always say Sandals Royal Bahamian would be my go-to for that. Beaches, so we know that that new building is opening very soon and that it is for sale. I will have updates and assets, I hope tomorrow, so please keep your eyes peeled. Beaches is getting 2.0'd. We are approaching a very exciting time. We're going to see some really beautiful villas. I can't wait to have that to share with you all. Beaches Negril did get a little preview of this. We did add Butler Villas. So we have, and again, they've added the stargazing, which is so cute. Could you imagine doing that with your family and looking at constellations? That's so sweet. Beachfront villas, sleeping anywhere from 10 people to 18. 18 people in some of these villas. The 18-person one, I broke it down. I put 18 people in there for 5 nights, and it was under $1,600 per person for the 5 nights. That's a Butler villa, a beachfront Butler villa under 1,600 per person. That is a sweet deal. So check out Beaches Negril. When you visit our website, look at the rooms and just poke around and look at these villas. They really are amazing. All right, so we have the Ochi sale going on. We are giving Jamaica a lot of love. Jamaica was hit hard last year with that advisory, but us in the travel industry, we know better. We know that Jamaica is a fabulous destination and is worth visiting. But because of that, there are some really great deals that are going on right now and really great promotions that we're really featuring Jamaica. And just so think about that. Think about Ochi, think about South Coast, think about Montego Bay. These are great destinations. We have special events. These change a lot. I know we're missing our Girls Week, our BFF getaway. Just Adventures was my first go-to when I would have that when that would come out. I wouldn't send my newsletter before I told you guys because I knew I needed to give you the heads up. Right now, we just have the Welcome Home. We have Beaches Welcome Home. We have Dive Week and then the Autism Inclusion Week. And that's October 5th through the 10th at Beaches Turks. Advisor and Agency Program. We renamed CSS. Don't panic. You are still certified. We now call it Sandals Elite Advisor Program. So I know you all book direct, which is great because that makes tracking your business a lot easier and to get to these tiers. So these are the new tiers. When you go to the portal and you click My Bookings, you can download your logo. I encourage you to do that and put it in your signature line. You would be surprised how many of your clients, friends, and family are already booking Sandals and Beaches, and they just don't know that you offer it yet. So use our logos and advertise that you offer Sandals and Beaches. Chairman's Royal Club. Listen, if one of you want to be Chairman's Royal Club, I will certainly welcome it. The beginning tier is at $500,000 in revenue. I know that sounds crazy, but when you do a couple of groups, you can get there pretty quickly. And it has a lot of benefits. If you're interested in becoming a CRC and you want to come up with a strategy with me, please reach out. I can certainly help. We have new agency programs. This is something I definitely chat more about with Deborah and Sam and come up with a strategy because once you are premium preferred, that gets you a exclusive FAM. And I would love to see you guys get there. We would have to work together as a team, but I know you can do it. Car wraps. Okay, the car wraps look a lot nicer now. They were a little dorky before, but we've come a long way. So if you want your car wrapped, you could reach out to me and I'll direct you to your local BDM. They'll assist with all that paperwork. It does take a lot of time. The turnaround time has been taking a little while, so if it's something you want, get started now. And this is Gary Sadler. He is our executive vice president, and he's so grateful for your business. I'm grateful for your business. And I'm going to open it up to questions because I feel like I've been nonstop talking.
Kim, if you can just touch on that last thing that we spoke about, you and I personally, about the private fam, and how we were talking about possibly getting there.
So, really, I think was the number, what was,
Well,
we were struggling with math that day. Hold on. I'm gonna do some quick math, guys. Um, Math is not my strong suit, but listen, you can't be perfect. That would be ridiculous. I can't be this amazing and good at math. I'm just kidding. Um, I'm opening it now. Jessica, stop. But like, what else? Just kidding. All right. I'm opening it now. I'm getting warmer.
so the new it is new, right?
It is new.
Okay. And what basically what it is if you hit a certain number in sales, it's net or gross.
It's gross.
Okay.
It's gross.
But if you
It's
hit
actually
a
not
certain
gross.
number in sales, the agency itself will get a private fam for
Yes.
just us.
Yes. And listen, there's I think 40 of you, but how many are actively selling in the all-inclusive market? Is the number like 25-ish?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
But we did just get like six new agents from like December of last year until just recently.
So if everybody of those 25 selling agents just books two Sandals or Beaches bookings, I'm being approximate here, we could get you your agency to this level. So we're looking at um, you get an extra bonus percent commission, and of course that exclusive fam. And then you get 20% off at the spa and gift shop. So there's a lot of agency perks. An extra percent in commission goes a long way. And I would love to have an agency exclusive fam. I think that would be so much fun. I know you guys can get there. I think we really need to work on promoting Sandals and Beaches as advisors. Thinking of Sandals and Beaches outside of your normal realm. Good job, Lindia. And yeah, you're coming to South Coast with us, right? So yeah. So Lindia's halfway to the goal that I set for you guys. So keep it
Yes.
up. I know you guys can do it. I
And
think seeing the results will help.
NASA says that she has her two bookings in already. So we're getting
Yay!
there. We're definitely getting there.
Yes, and Jessica really pushes that military discount. It's a 10% off discount to fire, police, military. There's details on the portal under official statements. The free anniversary night. Your clients get one free night if they book a 7-night stay in a club or butler suite. So they get 7 nights, but they're paying for 6. There are a lot of great promotions. There are a lot of great ways to make Sandals and Beaches affordable. Sometimes when you combine certain promos, we could be very competitive. So just think about that. Think about your own points to paradise. That was a huge motivator for me. You get 1 point per dollar your client spends on their room. So if you sell $20,000 gross, worth of Sandals or Beaches, that's 20,000 points. That's 2 nights. The night breakdown goes 10,000, 12,500, and then I think 15,000. And that's the points per night. I have to pull that up. I really should know that off the top of my head, but we just changed it like we always change things, and I can't memorize it all. I'm right. Yay, me. Gold star. I do my job well. So yes, use your points to paradise, track them, what you earn for this year. So if it travels in 2025, you have until July of 2026. To find out about promotions, please join my newsletter and check the portal. They will always be in our banner, and then they'll always be in my newsletter. I have to be honest, I use the consumer site. It's so much easier when I click specials and where I can actually read the details. It'll be in my newsletter, but I like to read it from the website. So I will send my link to join my newsletter. Jessica, do you want my job? Yes, so go to sandals.com, choose specials, and you can read them all right there. Those will be updated faster than my newsletter. It's just the Sandals hierarchy. It just goes faster there. So I always say use the consumer site. I can do a consumer site training as well. That will go a long way as far as learning about our resorts. There's a lot of self-help you can do right there from that site.
And please don't take Jessica. We need her.
I would never take her. I mean, I would, but Jessica.
Do you want to touch on the 777 promotions?
Yes. So 777 is in my newsletter, but like I said, it will be updated on the consumer site right right as they drop. It is 7% off for a 7-day period off of 7 select room categories. So that means we have 7 room categories, different resorts, and we're going to take off 7%. The sale starts at Wednesday at midnight and it ends 11:59 on Tuesday. Now, it's important that you know if you're quoting a 777 because what if you're quoting on Monday and you don't realize that you're quoting a room that's on sale and now it's Thursday and they want to book and now it's 7% higher. So make sure that you are looking at the discounts and that you're quoting and that you're letting them know, hey, the room that you wanted is actually on sale. It's 7% off this week. You're going to want to book. And that's not a gimmick. It is a true sale. And the diehard Sandals fans follow that. If you're in any of those Sandals Facebook groups, they are tracking that. Use that promotion to upgrade your clients. If they booked a club level room, but they really wanted Butler, now the Butler room is on sale, you can upgrade your clients. If the room went down in price, you can also save them some money. So as long as it's available to reprice and it's before final payment, you can call our reservations team and have that price adjusted. And you look like a hero. I know that could lower your commission a little. But again, when it's about service, people really love that. Nobody, that's the best phone call to make. I saved you $600. Oh, or that upgrade you wanted is only going to be $200 this week. Let's go ahead and surprise your wife. I love surprises.
And
Um,
honestly, once you get one Sandals um, couple or group and you do that for them, you kind of have clients for life.
mhm.
So even if
Speaking,
you don't make the commission or it cuts into your commission on that one booking, it's,
mhm.
next year it could be, them plus another couple or something like that.
Especially because you're sales, people think you're always trying to get them or trying to get them to spend more. So when you can save them money, it really does go a long way service wise. Speaking of customers for life, we have loyalty and travel. Please don't be afraid of it. It is not scary. We are not stealing your clients. As long as you register your booking and you're booking direct, they are registered, right? So now you have a registered booking. They travel to Sandals. They are drunk. They're in love. They're like, let's do this again. We're in St. Vincent. We want to do Grenada next time. They book while they're on resort. You want to tell your clients about this. You don't want them to feel shame and not tell you about it when they get back. So you're going to tell your clients before they go, hey, there's some really great discounts when you rebook on property. No problem. Let me know about it. And then I can transfer that booking to myself and I will continue to be your agent. It is a simple email that your client sends to booking change, and then the booking is back back in your possession. I do have a flyer, instructions, all that good stuff that I will send in a recap email. But please don't be afraid of loyalty and travel. If you have questions about it, let me know. If you have clients going to Sandals and Beaches and you're unsure about it, let me know. I'll walk you through it. But they are more likely to book when they are drunken in love. I am telling you, the repeat business that comes out of that office is huge. And Sandals clients tend to be clients for life, so capitalize on that. I know I'm in a goofy mood today, Deborah. I don't know what's going on.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So can I ask a question about, can you explain a little about how the groups theme work? Because it took me like 2 weeks to get a quote from groups for no
I,
reason.
okay, I don't know why 2 weeks. I've heard of a 5 to 7 day turnaround. Were you dealing with a certain agent or did you call 800, the 800 number?
Call it 800 number.
Okay, so we do have a groups representative who is our local, like our Northeast representative. I can send you her contact information. This way you have a direct contact. We move that along faster because 2 weeks is way too long.
Okay.
Are you still dealing with that issue or is this something that has passed?
I mean, they sent me the quote. I'm just kind of, I feel, yeah, I need to look at it. They sent the quote, but then the time I was thinking about looking at it, it's like the time has passed. So I need to
Right.
go. But I just felt like the whole process took too long. I called the main 800 number. Um, they directed me to groups, and then the groups person said I need to speak to 800 Sandals representative. And when I went back, it was just ridiculous. So it was
Yeah,
just a
that's,
real process.
can I trouble you to put that in an email to me because I do want to put that on my recap?
Okay.
I do because your feedback matters. See, that's very important for me to know so I can escalate that. I'll put you in touch with our groups person and she'll be able to best delegate that. I'm not a group specialist. It is a different department. And yeah, so I will pass that along. But thank you for letting me know. And I'll try to get you somebody who can get you quotes much quicker.
Okay. That's great. Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yes, I have a lot of stuff to put on my recap to you guys. And any feedback you want to send to me, you can, of course, send to me. Does anyone else have any questions?
I have another question. Are they ever gonna change the loyalty? How we were able to get um credit for our bookings, our return customers, because that process is as simple as you say it is, and as simple as it is getting a client to send an email to a client and asking them. Like I could always tell my clients that yes, but sometimes I feel like other companies have made it so simple that if the client is already yours and they book a return trip, it's just yours because you initially sent them. So is there
Yes,
anything in the pipeline that would make that process
I'm
simpler?
hoping
And also I know the time frame has changed because it used to be a lot shorter, like I think at some point, and
now it's
now they
until final payment. So you have until
until
final payment to transfer.
oh, that's amazing. Okay.
Did you think it was 2 weeks? Because I thought it was two
Well,
weeks.
it used to be 2 weeks, and I know they changed it to,
Everyone was
I
telling me I
think,
was crazy. I was like,
no,
no,
it was two
see.
weeks, and I think they
Thank
changed
you.
it to a month or 4 weeks or something. And if it's still final payment, that's amazing
Yeah,
because
no,
it
so
was
it's
never
until
till
final
final
payment.
payment.
That's what I
Okay.
thought too. It's been like it's okay for the past 4 years I've been with Sandals, it's been final payment, but that was
Okay.
news to me. Direct booking. So if somebody books on sandals.com or on the phone, you have 30 days to take over that booking. That used to be 2 weeks. When they are on
No.
resort, you have until final payment. The
Okay.
reason why it's not automatic is when they're on resort, it's an SRI booking, Sandals Resorts International. The way
Yeah,
you get
that
paid is you
that's
make
just funny money at the end of the day, and I think that that should not matter. It's the same company, you
if the
know.
systems don't talk because they're trying to figure out a way to make them talk because right now they just don't talk. So that's why it has to go to booking change to link everything. it's a technical thing, and I know that we've been in the 1900s with our technology. They are trying to bring us to the next level. Yes, and to Jessica's point, sometimes the client doesn't want to book with the original agent. So we do put it in the client's hands to choose if they work with their agent, and that's why the email is required. Um, because there is no way just for them to click a button from Sandals. They have to do it where it goes to UVI. I know that part's a little complicated. I would love to see it change myself, but until then, it's just good that you know about the process and that your clients know.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Wonderful. Thank you. Does anybody else have any questions? I know Kim said she's going to send a recap email. I will definitely send that out to everyone. Kim, if you could also give me the group's contact, I would
Yeah,
love
I'll
to
put,
put that
yeah,
on our web, just for us, just for our agents,
yeah.
especially for us as well, because we do a lot of groups and weddings and stuff like that. Um, Last call for any questions. I know it's getting late. I just want
I
to.
have one more question, of course.
Sure.
Um, but so I know Kim is the BDM for the agency, because of where the head office is based. But um, where like I'm in Brooklyn, and I know that the BDMs change.
Now it's Jonah.
Okay.
So you could reach out to him for a one-on-one meeting.
Yeah.
And in my recap, I'll put your find your local BDM tool, and it's on the homepage on Sandals. When you scroll down before you log in, it says find your BDM. You'll be able to find their contact information there. I don't know who Los Angeles is. There's so many of us, I gotta admit, if they're not in the Northeast, I can't keep track of everyone, but that tool will help you find your person.
But I do
Okay.
have to say that Kim is the best. Just
I
saying.
mean, I think Kim is great because it's like I feel like I personally in Brooklyn, it's hard to get consistency because I met with a BDM before Jonah, and I thought I was trying to get back on my sandals game. And then like I reached out, and then I got an email saying he's no longer there.
Yes, so that
I
that
got to start over. So it's hard.
yes, I understand. Well, the good news is you always have me and I'm not going anywhere. They'd have to rip me out of this role. Um, but yes, now we have Jonah and was promoted recently to senior BDM. So now I'm doing a lot of the training aspects with the other BDM. So I will help Jonah along his way and making sure he stays.
Thank you and congrats.
Thank you. No problem. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that everyone's getting that type of BDM attention because it really does help.
Absolutely. And a lot of times, local BDMs will, I know Kim meets with us for coffee, just to help us with sales or anything that we need help with. And I'm sure that she would, even if it was virtual, I mean, she can't fly to California because I don't think Sandals would go for that. But I think that she would definitely do a virtual meeting with any one of you,
Absolutely.
to help you along your way.
I
And
might not know
definitely
your
you.
market, but I can help you as far as different ideas and different ways and when I get to know you, sometimes when we just chat, I'll pick up on things like, wait a second, you could really dive into sandals with that aspect of your life, like finding out that Jessica is in this like military wife sector. Like that was something that was really interesting to me that she could tap into. So you might have some sort of niche market that maybe you didn't think to tap into. So we can definitely meet virtually one-on-one.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay, Kim, thank you so much.
No
Congratulations on
problem.
your new role.
Thank you.
But we definitely need you here in Long Island, on Long Island,
I
whatever.
don't even like want to get promoted anymore. I just Can I just stay here? I would be so sad to give Long Island up. It's not happening.
Well, that's good. That is good. Thank you for spending your Monday night with us. We truly,
Of
truly
course.
appreciate it. And like Kim said, she will send out a recap. I'll send it to everybody that was on the call. This was also recorded, so if you missed any parts of it, you can play it back. We'll be posting that tomorrow. And if you have any questions, please reach out to Kim. She is so personable, and so quick to help with anything that you guys need.
Thank you. All
You're
right. Well,
welcome. Thank
thanks
you.
everyone and talk soon.
Yes, have a
I'm
wonderful
gonna
night, everyone.
I'm gonna leave just in case you guys want to talk about me behind my back. Just kidding. I'm just gonna
No
leave.
way. Good
I'm
night,
sorry.
everyone.
Good night.